Oh, look at that sign. Oh! Oh! Did I just hear that? Hello there guys, it's Qwerty Afro. Welcome back to another Train Sim World Great Western Express video. Today, we're finally having a look at the Class 66. It's the locomotive that I've not actually gotten around to doing yet a video on. I've done already the 43 HST, I've already done the 166. But it's time to have a look at the freight option of the route. I thought it would be perfect to actually do, because recently now we've had a patch for the Great Western Express as well as all of Train Sim World. And what was really nice in the patch, it came with our first ever reskin for a train in the Great Western Express, and it is the EWS Class 66, which is a really nice addition. It's definitely welcomed, and it does actually really look nice. And I think most of the 66s, I'm guessing, on the Great Western Express are EWS, but there are probably some DB Schenker ones around, but I mainly see EWS a lot, especially around like the Old Oak Common area, those kind of freight lines that kind of intermingle with like the North London line and then go on to the Great Western Express, etc. So I see a lot of EWS 66s. I tend not to see that many DB Schenker, but there might be a lot more DB Schenkers out that I'm not seeing in particular areas where I do see these trains. But it's nice that it is in. It's quite nice in detail. Obviously, English, Welsh and Scottish Railway Company. I'm looking forward to it. Also, what you might notice is there is now, finally, some smoke, some fumes, some, exhaust animations, which is something very much so welcomed again. And this is the same thing with the 166 as well as the HST43. So that's something that they've added, and that's definitely very much welcome. The patch notes, I'll leave the link down below so you guys can actually have a look. It's actually quite extensive. They've done quite a nice bit. They've done quite a lot to kind of update the map and the trains and stuff on it, as well as some of the services that were broken, in terms of like the one where I did the 2 Romeo 19 service that stops at Hanwell. They addressed the issues where the doors were opening on the wrong, that you had to open the doors on the wrong side for it to activate the actual scenario marker or something like that. But they've fixed quite a lot of stuff. Anyway, today I am doing a service, as you know. It is service 4 Lima 58. It is from Reading to Acton Main Line. The only kind of real things that you can really do on the services on the 66s here in Train Sim World. But nonetheless, we're going to get on here. I've not actually driven the 66 yet in Train Sim World, so this should be quite interesting to do. Let's get the instrument lights on, because you know I like my instrument lights. Before we get going, by the way, the shoutouts for this video go to Stonehouse and Lawkillem. That's again Stonehouse and Lawkillem. Their links and stuff will be down below. Do show them some love. If you'd like a shout out, please use the QWERTY forms link down below. Very much appreciate that. Those were the shoutouts for this video. Right, so the thing with the 66 is I know that it has let me just get these into, oh, they're already in daytime, damn. Instrument lights are on, desk lights off, demister, these are all fine. We're ready to basically rock and roll. Is this actually, yeah, the electromotive screen. This is something that, like, in some of the old 66s for Train Sim 2017, like some of the 66s, I don't know which one it was, but ones had like simulated one. I think it was the one from Monster and Powerhouse, if I'm not too mistaken, had this simulated, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let me get the reverse and forward, which it is. Let me get the brakes off. Now, you know these brakes, these are the hold brakes, the kind of ones where you have to select the amount of brake you want, and then you hold, you apply the thing to hold it. So if I wanted to do a bit of brake, you can see now on the brake pipe control thing on the control dial that it's now applied brake, and that would hold it there, and then I have to actually nicely release all of it so it's fully released, and then it will just go back to hold automatically when I want to stop, when, like, if I want to apply that much amount of brake. So that should be good. Let's get moving. I don't know what we're hauling exactly, but We are hauling just normal freight, really, unliveried. Oh no, it is. It has EWS. I guess the wagons are EWS, but the actual cargo trailers, I'm not too sure. Like, it'd be cool if we could get some like some skim packs for the actual cargo trailers, because they're kind of plain. But obviously, maybe they're not all licensed and you know, those kind of things. But if again modding becomes a thing in this game, I'm sure people will add like skins and stuff to cargo and all that, as well as trains as well. I'm pretty sure people would have already made skins for like the 166 and the 43, as well as the 66, if it was actually like available in game to kind of like mod and do reskins and stuff like that. Trains not going to be that massive, nothing too long like say in America, where like freight trains can be like a couple of miles long. I mean, this is probably only maybe like maybe this is probably like 150 meters long, I would think. But there we go, nothing too special. Obviously it's not a passenger service today, it is freight, but I thought I'd give it a go. There's also a as I said, I think there's two freight scenarios to do, which I might actually have a look in doing at some point if you guys want me to. As I said, I'm gonna, like, for the Train Sim World kind of series, I'm gonna be doing like a mixture of service videos as well as doing the scenarios, even though there's like a limited amount of them. But this should be a good little run. I think we're going to be basically on the slow line for most of it, but I'm also wanting to take, because this is my first time actually playing on the new patch as well, the updated patch they've done for the game, which it's definitely very much so needed. And hopefully this will be, you know, the start of many kind of patches and updates and stuff for the Great Western Express, and hopefully the kind of like start with this reskin that they've added with the EWS. Maybe this is like a start of things to come with like reskins for the 166 and the 43, because I definitely don't mind having more reskins for this game. I can tell you that. Maybe another train as well. There's that, the 387 GWR 387, that's like I've heard rumors or talks about it maybe being added. That would be something very, very cool to see. Then basically they'll, as I said before in my previous train sim videos, you would kind of need more electrification on the line, because I think it's only fully electrified in the game to like Hayes and Harlington, I think. Maybe a bit further, but they could technically electrify the whole route if they wanted, because I think that would be such a nice idea to kind of update and refresh. Let's increase a bit more power, because basically we have up to 90 miles per hour here now. Let's hear, look at those fumes, damn. I don't know if a 6.6 fumes that much. It looks like a steam train almost, but I don't know. Apparently they've also added a new camera, or they've updated the free camera, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure. They said they added like, or they've updated the this camera, which is the one that detaches, and I think it's something to do with objects. I don't know if it's like now the camera can go through objects, because obviously before the problem was if you were in this camera and you hit like a bridge or something that you were passing with the train, it would like, the camera would get confused and actually think the bridge is there, instead of like going through the bridge like in like the previous kind of cameras and stuff in the old train sim, where it would just go through objects. So I don't know if that's something that they've updated, which would be really cool, because the camera is I don't know if it is now with this patch, but it was very clunky when I was playing it, like when I was just going outside onto like a external camera like this, or this one that detaches. And I just wanted to, like, you know, stay outside here, and then essentially an object would come by, and then the camera wouldn't know what to do, and it would like go crazy and dance about. And we can give a little test when we like go through when we pass through stuff and like that. But the cabin here is actually really detailed, of course. It's unreal. And even if we like say get up here, you can go through here, and you can't go through into the engine room, which is a bit upsetting. Can open that door, but we're not obviously going to jump out. We have a train to drive, and then this is the other way to that other side entrance. I think one of the sides also just like one of the door configurations of one of the sides is literally just takes you right outside, and it doesn't like give you a little like corridor to walk through, I think. That's how like the 6.6 is configured. If you want to know, by the way, the weather I am rocking today in this service is cloudy autumn, or autumn cloudy, however you wish to say that. Just to kind of go with the kind of mood right now in the UK. To be honest, today is actually a really nice day. I'm looking outside my window and it's very sunny. There's quite a lot of sun glaring into my eyes, and I kind of like it. It's very, very nice. And apparently, I've been also reading up on the news and stuff that apparently this summer is going to be very. I mean, what I'm saying, this winter. Oh, and there you go. You can see the fumes, which are a bit interesting to say the least. There's like 2 shooting out. But did you also notice that there isn't that black thing that spits out every time a HST comes out at the kind of gangway parts of the carriages, which is something they've fixed, which is very much so welcome. I think that was one of the most irritating glitches that people were like finding when they were driving past a HST all the time. It was just always just this black bar just sticking out of the train, and it was just a bit crazy. But that's sorted, and this is the thing, is if Dovetail can keep up this kind of momentum of like updating the game, updating the map, adding bits and stuff in, keeping us interested in this map, and then, you know, at some point down the road, as I said, you can charge people for like adding like a whole set of branch lines and maybe a new train. I would like that, but then you have to give like little incentives and little freebies and stuff, like, you know, free reskins and you know, fixes and stuff, maybe little additions and stuff like that. Maybe add a branch line for free, you know, like add the Heathrow branch for free, and then add all the rest for like a charge price or something like that. You need to change it around a bit and, you know, keep people engaged to this map, because you definitely can. You can add things to it, some free, some paid, and I definitely can see that this could have a, you know, and this kind of, that the model I'm just literally trying to even explain there would be so much better, and I think people would be definitely would love to stay on board with Train Sim World. But obviously right now the main issue is people just are very bored of it because there's nothing really much to do. And approaching Twyford here, I think this is the if you remember my last video when I was doing the service to Romeo 19, and I got up to here and then I went outside. I went outside the limit and it cut my whole video. But hey, at least we started from Reading today, and we're heading to Acton Main Line, which is like the main part where like freight services go to in the kind of inner London part. And then outside here, well, to be honest, the scenario is called like from Bristol. Like, I hate all of these services because they all start from somewhere outside of this map. Like if you look at every single service, it's literally like, oh, it starts in Bristol, oh, it starts in Swindon, oh, it starts in Cardiff, oh, it starts in you know, it starts in all different locations, which obviously this map is not big enough to reach those locations, but maybe in the future, we never know. But do you guys prefer the EWS skin, or do you prefer the DB Schenker? I think the EWS is just, you know, it's classic, really. It's like, this is like, it's a nice livery, to be honest. I do like the colours. It's like a nice maroon red kind of slash burgundy with a nice kind of yellow. Something very iconic. You see these all the time everywhere, and it's just something, you know, very iconic to kind of like British Railway. Potentially the best 6.6 livery. I don't know. Is that something we can discuss in the comments of what you guys think the best 6.6 livery is? Because there's like, what is it? There's DB Schenker, there's EWS, there's Freightliner, there's GBRF something, GRBF, or whatever that one's called. Is there direct rail services? 6.6s, I'm not too sure. I know they have like 3.7s and stuff like that they use on, like, you know, the wherry lines and parts up there and stuff like that. But what other kind of ones are there? What other 6.6s are there? Have I named them all? There's probably more, but I'm just kind of missing out a few. Yeah, all I know is DB Schenker, EWS, GBRF, what that one that I can't like remember the full acronym for, Freightliner, and there might be one more that I'm just not figuring out. Someone do tell me in the comments down below, or just, you know, tell me which livery for the 6.6 is kind of you guys' favourite. I'd like to know. I think the EWS is probably my favourite one. The DB Schenker one's nice, just a nice kind of basic red, but this is I mean, this is much older than the DB kind of stuff, so you know. Yeah, there you can see there what just happened is I went through some signals and the camera didn't. Let's have a quick gander here if we can what happens if I go for a bridge. Very nice. So see, before, if you went through an object like a bridge, the camera would just craze out. It wouldn't know what to do. It would be like completely crazy. It would just glitch out. But now you can go through objects, which is just nice. It's something like I think the cameras of the old Train Simulator 2017 or 2018 was pretty good. I think the cameras were pretty solid in that game, and there was no real issues really. I think we had a good variety of cameras, so like just having it now as fluid as it was in that game in this game is just I think it's just a nice addition, nice bonus. Right, I'm gonna lay off the power now and just add a little bit of brake so we can slow down to our 75-mile-an-hour speed limit. Are these brakes working? They're very slow. Well, I'm going to release it though, because we're alright now. Oh, we have a 40 coming up. Damn. I'm gonna press it down a little bit more, because these brakes seem a little bit sluggish. We'll see how they are. We'll see how they cooperate with us. And we have a... Is that a yellow? Is that a single yellow? It looks like... Oh no, we're just changing lines. Ah. Oh, my AWS is not on. Ah, that's one thing I was wondering why I'm not hearing any dings or anything like that. Right, let's release. There we go, all released. Right, let me find where the AWS is, because I definitely want that on. Fuel pump. Volts. Fuel pump. Where is the AWS? Computer fuse, rev, engine, local, control, AC, air, tail lights, event, radio, GS, cabinet, fire, DSD, isolated. That's DSD. I don't want DSD. I want AWS, windshield, ETCS, headlights. We have DSD, but I don't think it's DSD, to be honest. Does this one have anything in oxygen generator? I love how I'm just not even paying attention to the outside, but you know, should be fine. Can add a bit more power. But where is that? No, it's not up here. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Oh, nice camera views. Didn't even know about this. Oh, damn. Yeah, AWS is in isolation, so I need to find where the hell this AWS button is. Controls, generators. This radio thing doesn't work. Yeah, I only see for DSD. Maybe I'm actually blind and it's right here in front of me, but I just cannot see it. Yeah, it's somewhere here. Oh, it's that. Oh. Because on the thing it says 24 volt supply fuse on, but it is AWS TPWS. Okay, that's fine. Cool. I shall get... Oh, loads of camera views. Very nice. Well, I will close both cabinet cases then, because we've found our AWS isolator switch, which we've now made it normal. And you can see now up here, the AWS isolation lamp is off. DSD is still on. I don't really want to put on DSD because reasons, let's say. I might. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there'll be some videos where I will put it on, but for this one, I kind of just, I don't want to. I just want to drive the 6.6. I just want to enjoy it. Its brakes are rather interesting, I'm not going to say the least. They're quite slow to respond, but I guess that's kind of similar to real life. And as well, I'm pulling quite a lot of freight, so it wouldn't be like instant brake action like in like the passenger train services. Anyway, one thing I want to see is this electromotive one. I really want to see what this does. Ah, okay. Yeah, this would not. Yeah, it displays like engine information, RPM there. Very nice. Throttle is innate, correct. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a lot. So if we exit this, so data meters, unit information. So if I go into that one doesn't work, that one doesn't work. Okay, so it's just, it's, wait, ooh, slow speed, English metric, change displays of measure, signals are displayed as metric. Oh, okay. We'll exit that. Traction count, unit information. Let's go into unit information, and that shows date, time, fuel. It shows even. Oh, that's very nice. I like that. Nice that that's simulated in. It's very nice because that's just basically like an information display thing. It shows you kind of like, you know, basically just information of the train, really. And what is this? These are just lights and stuff like that. Headlamps, tail lamps, and stuff like that. Oh, that's very nice. I like that. 166. I hope one thing they do is they add more services and dynamic services, and I hope we can get, like, as I've been saying in my 166 videos, I hope we get like 6-car, 2-car formations and 5-car formations and stuff, because right now all we have is just a free car, and it's just not. Oh, is this a double yellow? Right, taking off the. Oh, my AWS sunflower isn't coming on. Maybe it's just a speed change. Yeah, it's just a speed change because we might be changing back to, gonna slap back some brake again. We're probably just changing back onto the slow line. That's probably just about it. Which is alright. Just nicely slow down to that. I think that is a single yellow. So yeah, I think it's probably we're just switching tracks. And you can see on the slow line there's a red light, so potentially, yeah, this is, yeah, we're swapping over to the slow tracks. Maybe you're gonna have to wait for a train to go along or something. I'm not too sure. We shall see. Right. I am releasing the brake. Yeah, we're swapping over to the slow tracks. That's fine. That's beautiful. But we're now, let me add a bit more power so we can not totally slow down. Oh, it's so nice having some smoke and fumes now finally, and because it was just something that was just lacking from all the units and stuff. A bit more throttle, please. I think we're idling now in speed. As we swap tracks now. Add a bit more power actually. Let us go to data meters. Yeah, that's the one I already had before. Traction cutout. Huh. I'll leave it on the unit information. I think that's the best one, to be honest. Nice bit of fuel, time and date and stuff. I don't know, I'm guessing this is the area where my AWS sunflower pops up, but it's not popped up with, like at any of the moments we've gone past, like an amber, a yellow signal. Bit odd, but it's whatever. Right, add a little bit more power. We are at Slough, I think. Oh, look at that sign. Oh! Oh! Did I just hear that? Guys, we have closing... We have closing chimes for the 166. Finally! Oh, thank the Lord. Destination displays? No. Not yet. That's something that's probably going to come in with the station matrix, like destination boards and stuff like that. But that is really nice. I didn't see that. Maybe I haven't. Well, it probably was in the patch thing, but definitely again, as I'll leave the link down below for the patch note for the latest patch for this map, as well as the game. They've also updated some stuff for CSX Heavy Haul, but that's really cool. Really nice little thing there. Just like, oh yeah, just past Slough and just look at a stationary AI closing its doors and actually hearing that there has actually some closing door chimes, which is just really nice. Anyway, we are scooting down along here. I don't know actually where precisely we are, but we have about 13 miles left to Acton Yard, so not too far. We've pretty much covered. We haven't had to stop anywhere, so it's been a pretty nice freight run. Normally with freight you'd probably have to wait at a red light or, you know, follow ambers because you're basically following passenger traffic, but it seems okay. Well, it is about 2 o'clock in game time, so that's about what, that's like off peak time, so it probably wouldn't be that busy. And I'm guessing most freight trains kind of either run in the very like early mornings, kind of night when there's no passenger service, or like in the middle of the day when it's like just off peak services. I'm guessing freight wouldn't really tend to run in like peak services because that would just not really I'm guessing if you have to, you have to, but I'm pretty sure most freight kind of either run on like the off-peak kind of timetable, or like off-peak timetable like passenger services, or like in the night time when there's no passenger services. I like the 6.6, it's nice. As you know on my channel and just me with train sim in general, I'm not really like a massive fan of freight, but it's nice to do. I've done a bit of it in the CSX Heavy Haul in the America part. Not a fan of it there. A little bit more of a fan of it here, but not too like crazy about it still. But I'll still do it for you guys because, you know, it's there. It's a train I've not done yet in Train Sim World, and now I'm covering, which is good. And probably do like, there's a one scenario that I really want to do, which is the dragline one, where we use a 6.6 to pull a HST, which I'm looking forward to when I can get going on that one as well. But maybe next one I might do like another HST run, maybe like from an early morning or late night service and stuff like that, because the nighttime ones are actually really nice, and some of the sunrises and the sunsets in the game are beautiful. You know, Unreal Engine with the lighting is just phenomenal, and it's definitely one I would love to do in a video where we do like a sunrise or a sunset kind of journey, where we like end on a sunset or begin on a sunrise or something like that. The light transitions are just so beautiful. Anyway, where are we now? This looks like West Ealing? No? Either. Oh damn, we're nowhere near. Oh, there is. Oh, look at that. There is still a bit of issues. I think it's with the 3 camera, there's not much of that kind of glitchiness because it's fully detached, but with the 2 camera where it's still like attached to the train, there are a few little hiccups on that. But you know, it's fine. It's a lot better on this camera, definitely. You can see the fumes are actually like so stripped back because we're going actually quite fast, which is quite nice. It would be really cool, like on a startup, to see how the fumes kind of go. That'd be really nice. I think I also have motion blur off, so that's why you can like see the wheels as well clearly. I think I'm now actually starting to prefer not having the motion blur on. Just makes things look a little bit crisper, a little bit more, you know, you can see the kind of actual detail of Unreal instead of having everything sort of smudged and blurred, even though that's kind of like what you see in real life. But, you know, it's nice to have everything in detail for your eyes. And that's a horn. Didn't even do it for you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, AWS. Is this a? Oh, hello. We might have to start slowing. Oh wait, whoa. That was, what kind of signal was that? There was like 2 signals there. I'm guessing this is a speed change. Oh no, we're back on the green. Are we switch? No, we're not switching tracks. I thought let's open a window, even though I don't really feel it as here. Oh, we're in Hayes and Harlington. We're at Airport Junction. Very nice. So you can see here, this is where the electrification starts into Paddington. So if they were to add like a 387, they would definitely have to extend it a bit further to like, well, probably all the way to Reading. So you could use like, you could utilize a 387 to Reading. Like, what? I would love that. Alright, I'm just leaving it to coast for now. Even though I think we're okay now. It's turned back all to green, really. Should be a-okay. About 6.5 miles to Acton Yard. Making good time, I hope. I've collected enough of these TSW copper coins. I'm a copper digger. This should be good. Another little yard here. I'm guessing there's all these kind of little sidings and stuff that you can. There are like some of these kind of factories and stuff along the line. So let me see where this AWS comes in. Yeah, this, I don't know what's wrong with this AWS. It just kind of doesn't show me anything. It's a bit peculiar, that. I don't know. Close the window, even though it doesn't dampen the sound or anything. Alright. Oh. Yeah, there's something glitched out there on the AWS Sunflower. It seems not to. I'm gonna start braking because that was a single yellow. Request at danger, please. Oh. Well, I'm gonna still slow down here because that was a red. So I'm not taking any chances. Do we have like? That's the auto brake. I want the direct brake. I want it on. I'm just not. I want to be safe here because there is probably a service in front of us right now. So I'm going to be very cautious with, going to put the direct brake and release. I'm going to fully release, even though we stopped a little bit prematurely. But hey, look, we had there is probably a service in front of us. So right now we're basically crawling and catching up to a service here. Oh, do you hear that? It's so nice. Where's the fumes gone though? Another AWS acknowledgement there. No, I don't know. I can't see that service. It's a single yellow, the next one. So we can maybe speed up a little bit. I like that. In the distance she goes. What station is this? This is, oh, Southall. Ah. Very nice. And there's like a platform here on this side. Don't know if that's used. Probably for terminating trains or something. Right. This makes it a little bit interesting, this last little stint here. About 4 miles left to go. And it seems we are maybe in the chase of a 166 potentially, even though the next signal is green, so this 166 is shot off. But I'm still going to be a little bit cautious. I'm not gonna be too fast here. I think I'm not gonna go past like 50. I think, because slowing this train down, even though I did apply some of that juicy direct brake. The auto brake is a bit slower to engage, but the direct brake definitely did help me out there. We actually came to a full stop, which it's good to know that it works. Good to know that I can use it and I can rely on it when the time is needed. But yeah. So I see another green. So I think this stopping service that is potentially in front of us. I don't know if it is, but I'm just taking it that there is probably a stopping service in front of us. But for now, we're okay. Getting those nice greens. Even the next one's green. So this, as I said, it's shot off. It's given us the good juicy clearance here into Acton, pretty much. I don't think we're gonna have any problems now. Only 3 miles left. But again, I'm gonna ease off the power a bit, and I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it in like this kind of like state around 50 miles per hour. I don't wanna overcook it too much. Let's see if we can go. What station is this? Is this Hanwell? Oh, is it Hanwell? Hello, Hanwell. How are you doing? We're just here to do a bit of freight spotting. Oh, the horn let us down there. Oh, there's a double yellow coming up. Which means we might be in contention here with the stopping service. I'm guessing it could be at Ealing Broadway if it's not stopped at right, I'm laying off the throttle here. I'm adding a bit of brake. Because I don't know what the next signal is here. I don't know if it's the signal just after... if it's the signal just after... this is West Ealing for the Greenfoot branch. Okay, so this is just after West Ealing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a stopping service. There is a stopping service at Ealing Broadway. So I'm gonna lay off a bit of the brake. We're coming down to a nice stop, so we can just release and coast down at 20. This should be alright. Perfect. So the next one is a red. So oh, and now it's yellow. So that means that the service is probably departed. Can add a bit more power. Yeah, this is very much. This is now we're in the territory of this is what freight services is all about. We're just catching up or trailing behind passenger services and just kind of stopping, starting, kind of tailing end back these signals, and it's good. You know, this is freight. Nothing wrong with it. Haven't seen much services. I've only seen, I think, 1 or 2 HSTs. I'm guessing it's off-peak services, so there's not going to be really much passing us by. But maybe, hopefully, in this kind of area between Ealing Broadway and Acton, we might be able to see some. Oh, look! Let's speak of the devil. There's a 166, and I think I haven't seen the fumes. The 166 should have fumes now. Yeah, you can see fumes. Very nice. Oh, and we have an express 166 coming in here. Don't think we're going to be able to compete with it, but there you go. Very nice. I guess they use maybe express 166s in off-peak a lot more than they use like HSTs. Don't know. Beep beep, get out of the way, I'm a shed. Alright, so now we're coming up to pretty much our destination here, Acton Main Line, or just the Acton Yard, which is basically right next to Acton Main Line Station. I don't know what way we're going to be entering this in. Well, to the left, of course. But right now, today, because of Crossrail, they've actually built like some new underpass here where trains can go underneath the, like, so basically there's a junction where a freight goes into the yard, and basically that means that certain First Great Western services as well as future Crossrail services would have to wait for freight to move by. So it's nice that they've now made this new like underpass where like passenger services don't have to stop and wait for like freight services. Freight services don't have to stop and wait for passenger services, which is pretty good. Oh, another Express 166, damn. Getting quite a lot of those today. Right, here we go. Tailing off. Right. I have no idea why I'm stopping here. I've never been in here before. A bit more brake should do it. But we've made it, ladies and gentlemen. Acton Yard for the first time. Very empty though today. Just only us dropping off I don't know what, but it is probably something. I don't know why. Normally I wouldn't think it would be these freight wagons coming here. I think it would be just freight wagons that would put like sand or gravel and stuff in here. Well, I don't know, it might be actually like a freight yard as well, so like freight trucks would come and drop off stuff, but I don't think so. I think this is mainly for like gravel and aggregates, but I might be completely wrong about that. Right. It wants us to stop like within 30 yards. Oh, look at that, HST. There we go. That should be alright. I hope I don't have to reverse and stop. Beauty. That was a beauty. Look at that. Ring in the points. Ring in them points. Beautiful stuff. I really did enjoy that, guys. I hope you did too. It was really fun to, you know, get into the 6.6 as well as into this EWS Reskin, the first official reskin for the actual route. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and tell me your thoughts. Again, the kind of question I want to know is, what's your favorite livery for the 6.6? Is it EWS? Is it Freightliner? Is it DB Schenker? Is it GBRFB? Is that really long acronym one? Is it, I don't know, Direct Well Services do one, and maybe some other ones. But do let me know in the comment section. Wow, another 166. Let's see, we're seeing all of the services now. Didn't see any of them before. I'm just going to take a quick snap here, because why not? Train looks gorgeous. The sun's glaring down on it on this fine autumn day. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous right there. Snap that. But do tell me down your thoughts below. Please give me some suggestions of what services you would like me to do for the Great Western Express in this series. I will be doing some of the other scenarios as well, but this was a nice one. This was again service for Lima 58, if you want to do it as well. It is on the weather setting of autumn cloudy. And yeah, it's in the EWS Reskin. First reskin for Great Western Express, which is just cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The shoutouts again go to Stonehouse and Lawkillem. That's again Stonehouse and Lawkillem. Their links and stuff will be down below. Do show them some love. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye. Take care. Peace. See you guys next time.
We ain't never giving up 'cause we